A warm welcome from Lviv in Ukraine. We are here with the Media Dialogue Network. This means we are journalists, young aspiring journalists, professional journalists, academics, artists from the Eastern European countries working together on topics such as the freedom of press, for example. And we are now here for a couple of days before we leave to Kiev. And we work together. We have 3 groups, like the blog group, a video group, a podcast group. So the young aspiring journalists work together, create media products, and we have meetings with NGOs and professional journalists here in Lviv. So come with us, join us, and look at Lviv, at this beautiful city. We're going to discover it all together. Our Media Dialogue project is a very enriching experience for both the students, the young aspiring journalists, as well as the professional journalists, the artists, the academics who are part of our network. And every day we have a program of the day. So we meet NGOs, we meet journalists, and now I'm with Mr. Dr. Wolfgang Ressmann, head organizer of the Media Dialogue Network. And I'm curious, what did we do today? I mean, I was part of it, but I feel like we should tell all our viewers what we've done today.
Yeah, we have the second working day here at Lviv in Ukraine. Yesterday, the opening conference structured the day, and this morning we started with the main work in the working groups, constitution of the blog group, the video group, the audio group, and so giving the students a possibility to learn some basic things to produce media with the help of the media trainers. And today we started really with a visit at the regional union of Ukrainian journalists. The national organization is our partner in Media Dialogue, so it was very interesting to talk to representatives of the regional group of the Ukrainian Journalist Organization, talking about regional medias, talking about threats for the freedom of speech and the ownership of the media system in Ukraine, where oligarchs are often own a TV broadcaster, and that means not really independent. I say it very diplomatic. So this was a big theme. Violence against journalists was also one of the points we talked about. And the whole group, we were there with the whole group from Moldova, from Ukraine, different parts of Ukraine, students from Lutsk, from Kiev University, here from Lviv naturally. We have participants from Armenia, 3 students from Georgia in the group, and so they all had the possibility to talk to the Union of Ukrainian Journalists. And afterwards it was very interesting to have a visit at a regional, public, independent TV broadcast station, which is responsible for broadcasting 9 hours a day live, and gives a chance for a view behind the scenes of what's happening around Lviv. And it was interesting to discuss with them, the question how political independence is guaranteed. And they say, we have the same distance to all parties, and we are carefully and we are objective, and we are running with journalists' ethics and with journalist principles. So we saw the technical, the studios, and so on, and it was a great impression.
Yeah. I mean, this was an interesting discussion because they are financed by the state, by the commune here. So this was interesting to learn for all our students. You put so much energy into this project that all of these countries, all of these young people can be here. Why is that? Like, what motivates you year after year?
I think there are two aspects we have to mention. The first is the West-East aspect, that also with this project we transport information from the East to the West and to the Western audience. This is one point, but the most important point is to help on eye level here the post-Soviet states, Ukraine, and I mentioned before Moldova, Armenia, Georgia, and so on, in the development of a democratic media system and democracy in their countries. And that's a very, very big challenge. And the youth, the students, are the future. This is a task for the students. And I think it's very important that the students from the former Soviet republics know each other, talk with each other, and exchange experiences with each other, have a look, and that they have a look at the same, sometimes more, sometimes less, problems in the Eastern Partnership countries, and also the context between the 6 universities we have is a challenge and a chance for the whole media dialogue network, and the implementation of active journalists reporting about the project and the situation in their countries. For example, we have one journalist in exile from Belarus, and this is very impressive what happens to her in Belarus in prison under criminal conditions of the Lukashenko regime. And so I think this is a big motivation because we are building and living in one Europe, and we have to think one Europe and one peaceful Europe, and we have to say who is making trouble in Europe, and it's unacceptable that we have a lot of war or frozen conflict situations in the eastern region. War has no place in Europe, and I think that's an important, very important thing, and that's a motivation.
Thank you very much, Mr. Dr. Wolfgang Ressmann, for telling us more about your personal motivation for this project and also for telling us about the program of the day. Thank you.
Thank you, Lena.
Next, we'll show you some impressions of our opening conference.
On Sunday, the 21st of November, the opening conference of the Ukrainian stage of the 2021 Media Dialogue Project took place at the Faculty of Journalism in Ivan Franko National University of Lviv. The participants from Armenia, Belarus, Georgia, Germany, Moldova and Ukraine came together to learn about the project and to meet the media trainers they will be working with for the upcoming days. As part of the workshops, they will be creating different media products about various topics. Dr. Wolfgang Ressmann, the head organizer of the Media Dialogue Project, greeted all participants and held a speech in which he highlighted the importance of the project as an opportunity for generational and political exchange between journalists.
Next, we'll meet Yuri Zalizniak. He is the organizer of the Lviv stage here in Ukraine for our Media Dialogue project. Next to me is Yuri Zalizniak, professor here at the Department of New Media. And I want to know from you, what is your research about and who are you actually?
As you said already, my name is Yuri Zelezniak. I'm Associate Professor of Ivan Franko National University of Lviv, New Media Department. It's probably the newest department at our School of Journalism. And my points of interest are new media, especially social media, journalism standards, and fake news, disinformation, and I would rather say information warfare we are currently dealing with in case of Russian aggression.
I feel like this week you have a kind of a different job. You're kind of an event manager, I'd say, because you are hosting us, the Media Dialogue Network, here at the Institute of Journalism. What is going to happen? What is the plan you elaborated for us?
It was very something unexpected for me because we were planning to go to Moldova, but suddenly plans changed and I was proposed to fix everything here on this Lviv ground and to host the group of Media Dialogue. Here it has to be our Ivan Franko National University of Lviv, our School of Journalism, and that was quite a challenge, you know, but we managed to book the hotel, to find nice places to visit, especially some media outlets, local media, public media, private media, and also National Union of Journalists, local branch, and we hope that we will be able to communicate, to listen to each other and to elaborate some new approach in terms of all these challenges we are facing right now in terms of journalism in general and the whole world, in Europe and especially in Eastern Europe, as we can see that this belt of instability is coming closer and closer to Western Europe. So we have to understand that there are no calm places on this earth anymore in terms of standards, in terms of just still common life. We have to stay alert, we have to fight back in terms of our understanding of what is democracy, what is common sense, and what is thinking. I would rather say thinking because critical thinking is like oxymoron. Every kind of thinking is or has to be critical.
We are here in Lviv, and I learned that you were born here in this beautiful city with a rich history. Why would you say is it, especially for the Media Dialogue project for the Eastern European Network, so actually very important that we are here and we also learn about the history of the city?
Actually, yeah, Lviv is situated on the crossroads, not only between different countries, not only because it enabled different cultures to sit down here, to communicate, to fix the best ways of understanding, mutual cooperation. As we may see on the streets of Lviv, even architecture is different kind of mixture of styles, of epochs. It may be something from the medieval times, something from Austro-Hungarian Empire, something from Polish rule, something from Soviet times, and something just brand new, like it is in the whole world, but here you can feel the spirit and the peculiarity of different cultures mixturing up. And it's quite nice when you can speak Ukrainian, Belarus language, or Polish, using language of your own country, and there will be no problems with mutual understanding. So come to Lviv, enjoy the city, enjoy the spirit, enjoy the history, enjoy yourself, and enjoy the need of communication, but pure communication without manipulation.
I was wondering, what kind of challenges do you see now with this Media Dialogue project, what we're trying to do, getting to know each other, understanding the conflicts of the respective countries? What is, what are the major challenges?
I believe the major challenge is the time we have to spend for understanding, deeper understanding of the nature of each conflict. Because it's very hard to report about some conflicts when there's a distance between you and people of that culture and even roots of that conflict. You might be a prominent journalist knowing what the standard is, but still it's very hard to prepare a report built on interpretative sufficiency, explaining what is really going on, why it is going on, and what might be the consequences of this kind of conflict or misunderstanding. So you have to be profound, you have to be prepared, and that's the biggest challenge for the whole media industry, I believe, not only here in Ukraine or in Europe, in Eastern Europe, or even in the United States or whatever.
Thank you very much. And let's hope we're going to have a great week and think. And I leave out the critical thinking, right? I learned that.
And hope all of us will enjoy of our stay here in Lviv.
As we've just heard from Yuri Zalizniak, Lviv is quite an interesting and historical city. We had the chance to get a tour of the city, and you will now see the pictures we took during this tour. I hope you enjoyed traveling with us to Lviv, Ukraine. If you're interested and keep watching what we're doing here with the Media Dialogue Network, just we keep you posted for the upcoming episodes of Media Dialogue TV.